Hi guys, this is Tablet-News.com and I'm here with the HTC Rhyme, a handset for the ladies. Since it's purple and you have seen its unboxing, it has a lot of accessories and they're all oriented towards the feminine public. This is one of the first devices to come with the HTC Sense 3.5 interface. That brings a couple of tweaks, especially when it comes to the design. But first things first, let's see the nifty accessories I was talking about. For one thing, we have this cool dock that not only looks cool, it's also used to charge the device, and you can also place it like this. You also enter dock mode. That basically becomes your watch, so to say. You have here the time, weather, the phone call, the calendar, the brightness, and the music player. So all the cool options. And this dock also has integrated some cool speakers, so it will serve you just fine. Here's the micro USB port that you'll use to connect it to the charger. Okay, enough about the dock thingy. Let's get back to our device. Well, this handset is pretty light and thin. It measures 10.1 millimeters in thickness, so it's thin. Light not so much, 130 grams. Its display is a 3.7 inch screen. The resolution is not so good, I was underwhelmed. 480 over 800 pixels, it's an SLCD. As far as the rest of the specs go, 4 gigabytes of internal memory, 768 megabytes of RAM, and an 8 giga card bundled with the handset. Inside there's a CPU, a Scorpion 1 GHz single core, so don't expect too much processing power. And as far as connectivity goes, Bluetooth 3.0, you also have HSDPA, Wi-Fi, and the usual stuff. Of course, this is a phone, you can make calls with it, but it's also kind of a smartphone, a single core smartphone. It's got stereo FM radio, 1600 mAh battery, with enough juice for about a day or so of usage. It also has a 5 megapixel camera at the back with flash and a powerful speaker nearby. It runs Android 2.3.4 with HTC Sense 3.5, as I said. And you must know that the battery is non-removable. While I was doing the unboxing I wasn't sure, but now I'm sure. You can only remove this cover to access the SIM slot and the micro SD slot. So sorry folks, if you ever need to reset this device, bummer for you, since you won't be able to do that. As you can see, we have the ring unlock right here, and this very cool widget that allows me to press on this side to extend the mail area, press on this one to see the text, this one for the music, this one for internet, and this one for YouTube. So overall, very cool widget. You'll also notice some changes in the interface of the apps. Minor changes, but still pleasant tweaks. And now I'm going to show you some other accessories of this feminine handset. For one thing, we have these purple headphones. These ones right here. They're pretty disappointing, I'll give you that. First of all, they have this tagliatelle feeling, that famous pasta. When you touch them, you know what I mean. The remote is pretty decent. It has the usual play pause button and forward and back song. The problem with them is that they don't fit in the user's ear too good, and their volume is disappointing, and also the sound they play is not very clear. So let's get rid of them. And finally, I know two ladies that want to buy this phone for this charm particularly. What I'm disappointing about, and if I was a lady I would complain about it, is the fact that this charm only works with this model. I tried it on some other phones and it wouldn't work. Tried it on a Samsung, tried it on a HTC Wi-Fi RS, and no luck. You simply attach it to the audio jack, and now I'm going to place a call and see how this little fellow behaves. Now just let me find my phone and I'll be calling immediately, so you see that beauty in action. Now let me turn it over so you won't see the number. So here you can see it. And now this little fellow will keep blinking for 5 minutes, showing you that you have missed the call. HTC wants the ladies to place this hanging out of their purses to see if they missed a text or a call. Okay, so we're done with the accessories, back to the device. As you can see, we got a carousel thing going on here, but with a more tweaked look. And now let's run through the device and see what else it does for us. Well, for one thing, the speaker at the back is pretty good, so I'm going to play you some music to see just how good it is. But for that I have to find a track that sounds better than the average. Although the headphones are crappy, the speaker is good, so at least we got that. Okay, let's play this song from Paul Kalkbrenner, new album. We got good volume on this speaker. Okay, we're done with the audio. Let's do some video now. Of course, we got the HTC Watch service. We'll see some trailers since HTC Watch is not supporting in the area. Let's see Battle Los Angeles trailer.
Good Wednesday morning, 94.5 with the Surfrider Morning Surf Report. Hard northeast conditions. An unprecedented meteor shower.
We now know that meteors will land off the coast of different cities.
Coming out! Yeah, take it, we got no room! Wait! Can't!
Okay, you guess that the video playback is good. You don't need me to convince you of that. And now let's do some internet surfing. As you can see, here's the keyboard of the device, and here it is in landscape, in case you were wondering. Looks pretty nice. And as I was trying to say, the upper area of the browser has been tweaked. It's much simpler now. It reminds me of what I saw on the Samsung Galaxy Note. And let's try to load gsndome.com and hoping it will load fast. And so it did. A bit of pinch to zoom here, won't hurt anyone. And some zooming, trying some scrolling. So we're okay with these features. Of course, we have the usual friend stream with my Facebook and Twitter account integrated and working just fine. Here they are, all bundled up, showing information. We have the location of the people, where have they been lately, the notifications, the mentions. I've been mentioned by some people on Facebook, received some messages and other stuff. So that's all with socializing. Let's see what else we have here. Of course there is the weather app, but it doesn't work that nice because of the single core CPU. If we try to see it in full screen, you'll see those clouds that have a bit of lag. On the Sensation they were much more fluid, but as I said, you cannot blame this poor CPU for that. Let's see what else I can show you. We've got a large selection of apps, and this is one of the first devices to come with a Dropbox account. Here it is, the Dropbox app is pre-installed, so that's cool. Here we have the usual calendar that's synced with my Google account, and I can sync it with Facebook if I want to. Here is the agenda of birthdays, upcoming birthdays from Facebook, so it's already synced. As you might have noticed, we have also new icons for apps and for phone, and that's only half of the things that the new HTC Sense has changed. I also have a nifty gallery. This phone actually takes pretty good pictures, considering its 5 megapixel camera. That shouldn't be that impressive. So a couple of pictures taken with the handset, with Christmas mall shopping and stuff. It looks pretty nice. These were taken with the HTC Rhyme. at night in a mall, so lighting wasn't top notch, but it still handled it pretty well. And now I'm going to see the camera interface. Let's check it out. Here it is. Let's try to use the charm as an inspiration. As you can see, the interface of the camera has changed too. Notice this effects area, and let's try to use it. Distortion. You can apply some vignette if you want to, depth of field, dots, and other stuff. Taking a hipster picture. Okay, now let's get rid of the effect. There are times when you'll accidentally place your finger ahead of the camera, so the angle of its integration is not perfect. But what is perfect nowadays? Here are the settings. We got a self timer, a resolution 5 megapixel, widescreen, geotagging, autofocus, face detection, a grid, and much more. When it comes to video capture, we have a tiny surprise. Of course, there's video capture, but surprise, surprise, there's slow motion capture. That's actually a pretty good idea. Of course, we have HD 720p. There's this slow motion option, as I said, and of course I'm going to show you a slow motion video that I captured. Let me just find it. Anyway, the camera is good and the 720p capture is decent, but the slow-mo is the real draw here, although it doesn't feel as slow as one may think. You might actually want it to go slower. Now let me just find that slow-mo video and I will play it back. Here it is. This is a slow motion video. It's 2 times less than the normal speed. So overall a cool feature. I don't quite understand why it belongs on this girly phone, but HTC maybe knows it. So we've settled with the camera. Let's see what else we have here. First I have to kill some apps with the advanced task killer. Since I only have so little RAM left, I'll have to do with that. Okay, let's see. As I said, friend stream, we have Gmail, of course, with its simplified look. We also have the Google Maps. Here it is, looking fine on the 3.7-inch display of the HTC Rhyme. Changing orientation, everything looking fine. Can find a mall to go shopping. And since I mentioned shopping, I have installed the Black Friday app that I'm going to show you right now, since today is Black Friday after all. Here we are. If you're looking for the best deals and other stuff, this is the go-to app. Let's pick one of the brands. We have categories, as you can see: clothing and accessories, computers, electronics. These are some of the most popular electronics. You can see there's a Panasonic camcorder with $70 off. Let's try some stores. Let's say we choose Best Buy. See what they have in store. Lots of smartphones. I might actually get one for myself, since they look really nice. It works surprisingly good. I guess that many people are shopping right now and many servers are cracking. So Black Friday can be a very useful app. Other than that, well, let me see what we have here. We have the news and weather app. That's already pretty common for Android smartphones, with the top stories and weather. Nothing big and fancy. We have Polaris Office for those who want to open Office files. We have a nifty notes app that allows me to take notes, record audio, attach pictures, attach calendar stuff, birthdays, I don't know. Obviously we also have a hotspot feature that you might know. Of course, YouTube is available. What's life without YouTube? What's YouTube without life? And let me show you the reader. You can even read books on this beauty. Let's try Bram Stoker's Dracula. A pretty decent reading experience. Of course, many options. You can change font size, for example. Let's go to the largest. People with slight eye problems, so to say. You can highlight stuff, take a note, or do a quick lookup of something in the text. There's also Wikipedia to go to. Not easy to return to the reading app, I'll give you that. So here we are again. Anyway, tons of apps, tons of settings, so the reading part is taken care of. Of course, there's a notification bar like on each Android phone. And now it's time to show you a couple of widgets, since I guess you're curious what this new iteration of HTC Sense brings. First, let's get rid of the bookmarks, and now I'm going to show you some of the widgets that we have available. It takes a while to load them, but here we are. Once I keep it pressed, here we are on the display. We have some scenes, entertainment, social. They're different from what you see on other phones. We also have some different skins. All of them are very fancy and feminine, since, as I said, this is a feminine phone. Of course, there's the lock screen style with different functions. Some trigger the weather, some trigger the social aspect, and now it's finally time for the widgets. We have the calendar, we have Endomondo, we have latitude, Android Market, notes, power control, and much more. Okay, now in the end I'm going to show you a game, like I always do in our reviews. This game is kind of gory and violent for the ladies, but I like it, so that's my choice. It's called Blood and Glory. It seems to be somewhat of a hit, everyone wants it. People have ported it to the Amazon Kindle Fire. Waiting for it to load. It's not a very hard to play game, you just have to match the tempo of the battle and press the screen at the right time. Still waiting for it to load. Any minute now. Okay, here we are, time to fight with this hardcore gladiator. Okay, we also have a cutscene where the two taunt each other. And since it's a tutorial battle, it's going to be pretty easy. Or not. It shows me that I can use a potion to restore health. This is the shield that I keep pressed to defend from attacks. I slayed the enemy. Now I can duck. Now he parried my shot, and now I am going to duck again. And he's dead. It's a pretty addictive game, especially if you get the hang of it. Start using potions, start buying stuff from the store, getting experience points, making upgrades. I'm glory level 2, so this is very cool. Okay, enough about the game, getting too addictive. One thing I forgot to show you, and that I was reminded of as I played the game, is to give you a quick rundown of the design of this beauty, this purple beauty. For one thing, at the top we have the audio jack where you insert the charm the on-off button. At the back we have the camera, speaker and the connection area for the dock. Here we have a purple band with the brand of the device, nothing at the bottom. A very discreet integration of the micro USB port with something that covers it. As I said, very discreet. At the bottom we have the 4 capacitive buttons, and on the right side the volume button. Okay guys, this is it. This is the full review of the HTC Rhyme, and now it's time for the conclusions. I have to say that this device that costs 500 euros is a bit overpriced, and I say it's not for teenage girls, it's for ladies with a decent salary, a big salary, since I won't see a teenager with such a device, or maybe they will get an iPhone for the same kind of money. For one thing, the headphones are a letdown, they're not very good, but the charm seems to attract many women, I don't know why. They're fond of using their little charm. Also they like the purple color, the purple box, purple headphones, that cute dock, and it's the looks that win them on their side. As far as the software goes, Sense feels a bit laggy, Sense 3.5, the single core CPU doesn't seem enough, and lag will appear especially when you have too many apps open. But in the end, it's the lady's choice, and if you want to give her a gift, it's either this or the HTC Wildfire S. You pick, they enjoy. Okay guys, this was it. Hope you liked the review, and I'll be back with more in a couple of days. Bye bye.